think that is to have. Obviously if I can like position well, shouldn't be a problem. Might even be able to stagger him, but I'm going to try and just use the hammer through and see how that does first, damage wise. And this move here is really cheap as well. Okay. I have a lot of move speed. I have move speed on killing the weapon and move speed on the pants as well. And then move speed on lightning proc, so it all stacks. I use channel for some reason, I don't know if it's bugged. This hammer's really strong, and what I changed from before, so I did a version before with this where it was basically good for killing ads, and I was just going through the rooms and it was all built around the ads and just getting bonus off killing ads. But then when it came to the boss, I was really struggling a lot. And anybody who watched me on stream for the weekend will have seen that. Like I had stamina issues because I had stamina cost issues on the chest, but I've changed things around. I'll kind of talk about the main bits, but this functions very similar to the mage build I just uploaded in many ways, because I'm getting that focus on fatality, getting reduced cost. I've got barrier on food, so it works very similar. I've got the shock status, so that's like giving me extra speed, similar to the Rodin build. It's like a mixture of both, really. The key thing here is I've got damage to large enemies, and I get 36 focus on fatality, but that gets doubled because of the gem to 72 because I'm running low life. I've got the low life because I've got this gets doubled here, so 30% minus on that. And then the 23, so that's 53%. Life missing, which means I'm low life constantly. So every stat gets doubled here. Now I've not got black pearls in every item, but yeah, this black pearl is 100%. So I get 72 focus on a kill, and that means that with my focus cost here, I've got 3 exalts on the focus cost and 3 on the focus on fatality, so it actually cost me 15 to throw. and then when I kill something I get 72 focus. So when I'm going through ad rooms, it's just getting me so much focus easily. It's crazy. So that's mental. But it's got clumsy on because I don't think attack speed. It's only minus 10%, but the damage is plus 20%. So it's just really heavy. It's really strong. And with the attack speed buffs on the gloves here, if you can get rapid here, that cancels that out, and then you get the lightning boost here. That's 34%. This will go to 18% for me as well. So that's gets doubled by the gem. Well, not with this one because it's not a high tier gem, but this will get to 35-36% eventually for me. So that's how I get the attack speed up. That's why I'm able to spam, because yeah, focus on fatality right now is broken. But I got very lucky here and got 3 on it. So just my focus management's really easy with this. But you saw me absolutely destroy the Echo Knight there with no boons. Lightning Flurry is very strong. So Lightning Flurry should cost 100 to do this. Now, that's really slow compared to what I do in the video because of this. When I proc the speed, I do it super quick. But then it also costs 70% less focus for me to do. So it costs me 30 focus to do it. And I can do it super quick. And when I've got a bar of 400 focus, I can do 13 of those. And each hit is 1k. Because it's guaranteed crits with this build. So I've got crit chance on 4 pieces, which will get to 10%. And they all get doubled, so that's 80%. And then the weapon has 20%, right? So that's what you want. Obviously, I've got a couple of low tier gems here, but I'm just speaking for the full version. Once you get the 100% here and 100% here, you run crit chance in the weapon, helmet, chest, and gloves, just to get consistency. You want consistency with the hammer throw, because you don't want to be in a situation where it doesn't crit and then you kind of don't one hit something. So you want that to just constantly be critting. It gets a base 50% bonus crit damage here, and then you get it here for another like 50%. If you get 25% of crit damage and then double it. So you get around about 200% crit damage, so it's double damage guaranteed crits. Armor penetration, I got 4 here, which is really good. So armor pen's very good. If you get a couple of pieces of armor pen, that'll do the job there. And yeah, for barrier, you only need the food consumption. That's 36%. And then if you get this with a high tier gem, you'll double it with this setup with the 50% barrier gain and 100% on the enchantment power. Obviously a bit lower here, but in theory that would double this to, I'd get 70%-ish barrier, which is very good. It makes up for the lack of health I obviously have. So the barrier is about 250, the health's 150, so you've got 400 health, and you've got decent-ish resist. You're not super squishy, so because you're at range all the time, you're fine. But yeah, the damage is so strong because of the damage to large enemies, because of the rune that I can do at 30, the cost of 30 on the boss, which is the melee one. Then hammer throw is really good for clearing out the rooms, and obviously I've got infinite focus. It's really simple to kind of understand. I've got move speed on here as well, just so I can move around a bit, because I'm running in the heavy range as well. So I've got the heavy range because, with the move speed, I'm actually not that slow. But then when I have move speed here on rune attacks, that's 30% move speed. Then I get the move speed here doubled as well, so that's another 35. That's 65% move speed. Then I get 30% here, so I get around about 95% bonus move speed as soon as I hit something, shock it. So I'm pretty quick as it is now, but no, I'll get 65% on top of this, sorry, about 60-65%. So that's why I'm really quick at moving, so I don't need to dodge, so I might as well just be in the heavy range. Save these points, put them elsewhere. You want to be at least 300 focus, really. You could run the focus ring if you want, but one thing that really helped me with this is get this max life, max health based on focus, because this actually boosts your barrier when you think about it, right? Because that doubled with if you get the power gem to 100%, is 30% of focus as max health. So 30% of 400 is what? 133, right? Something like that, 120 I think. Anyway, 120, 130. And yeah, that's a lot of health. And that's also going to count as barrier. So you don't have to put as much into health in points. So, because your barrier is based on your max health, right? So this gives me the extra health, which boosts the amount of barrier I get when I use this, because that's based on my health, right? So boosting my focus, boosts my health, boosts my barrier. All works together. So it's really good to get. So this is a very defensive piece here with 2 defensive pieces on, but it's worth it. I only have 1 lightning damage because I think that's better than shock. I don't think you need shock. You kind of do a lot of attacks anyway, so you don't really need shock. But that kind of sums it up really. Just quickly hover over the gear one last time, but yeah, really, really strong. Lots of move speed. The damage to large enemies made a big difference. That was the big change from yesterday. I was doing it on Fatality. This build is better with large enemies because yeah, it's an absolute boss killer with this Lightning Flurry. Yeah, get 4 crit chance. I think that's the best way to do it. If you get some exalts onto crit chance and you get 15% on 2, then you might want to drop one of the crit chance and put crit damage on. If you can do that, but I got none of them to crit chance. So. But I got all the utility stuff, which is really, really strong, and an armor pen, which I needed. But yeah, I got very lucky on this helmet. Getting 3 on this, if you can do that, you know, 70% reduced cost is crazy. If you can get 4 in a row, that would be 80% reduced cost, which would be even more crazy. Then, yeah, getting 3 exalts here was really good as well. 72 focus I get back. So it cost me 15. If I one-hit something, I get 72 focus back. It's just insane generation. And then on bosses, like I said, you just don't have any focus issues. Fill your bar up, and then yeah, you can just fire away with the hammer and then just spam Lightning Flurry. That about covers it with this one. It's not too complicated, I don't think, really. Obviously, you got the focus generation stuff, damage to large enemies, and then try and get your spec around about this. 90 stamina. I do have draining health, by the way, which doesn't matter because you got to think the barrier there is taking the hits, and then with the lifesteal from this ring, I'm never really dropping any health. It just keeps topping it back up. But this enchantment power doubling does double the drain health, so I lose 2 health a second, pretty much. And I think with these 2 rings, you know, boost your damage, right? 18% extra damage. That's what, just under 50%. 46% bonus damage, straight up for free. I lose a bit of, obviously I take more damage, but yeah, that makes you very, very strong. But I think this is a really good balance I've got it at. 300, 350 focus would be fine though, but I like that extra bit. I've got a couple more build videos to do. I've done the Raiden one, done the Fire Mage. For this one I've got the Ice Axe build as well, which I'm working on, which is going to be very, very good as well. And I've also got a bow build, which is due to be loaded. Obviously, you know, we're going to be waiting for more content for the game, so I'm not sure how many more build videos I'm going to do, but as soon as there's more content, whether it be 3 months, 6 months, or a year, I'll keep doing build videos. So yeah, make sure to check those out in the future. Thanks for all the subscriptions recently and the views and support with the videos. Been enjoying this patch a lot. But yeah, videos might slow down a bit after the next few build videos, but I might do a review at some point. And yeah, definitely going to be covering this game in the future as they add to it as well, because I'm really enjoying it. So that about covers it for this one. But yeah, hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you in the next one.